Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today we're taking a look at Bormann's Performance Western Star 6900. This is something I've been looking at for a while, and while I'm not a huge fan of Western Star just in general, this one surprised me. And I have to admit that the reason why I pulled the trigger and got this thing is because it's currently on sale for 30% off. Now, I did not just buy the 6900 by itself. I actually went and bought the entire Western Star bundle from Bormann's Performance. It comes with the 6900, which you see here. It also comes with a logging trailer and a Kalen Siebert trailer as well. And then coming in the near future, we're also going to have two variations of a 4900. We'll have a 4900 EX and a 4900 SB. So you get the 6900, the 4900 EX, the 4900 SB, the two trailers, and it's normally sold all together as a bundle for $80. Right now you can get it, at least at the time of this recording, which is Saturday. So the day before it's going to come out. And it is actually for $56 right now. So 30% off. And I believe that's on all of his products. If you just want to go ahead and pick up the 6900 or you want to pick up one of his trailers, those are also 30% off, I believe. But I got the whole bundle. We're only going to be looking at the 6900 because I want to feature the trailers in another video, give it more time. And the two 4900s, by the way, as of now, which is August 19th, they are not currently available. So I bought them with the pack, but they're to be released later. And I actually just talked with him over email today, and he said that probably within the next month he's going to have at least one of those 4900s out. So it's a really great pack, really great value. Check them out if you haven't already. We're going to go through and do two things. Oh, by the way, before we do, I am not sponsored, no affiliate, nothing. No money goes to me if you get this. I've used it. I recommend it. We're going to do two things in this video. Number one, we're going to go through and look at all the parts, see what accessories we have, how we can build it in all the different ways. And then number two, we're going to take a short drive. And no matter how long the drive is, I'm probably only going to show the beginning, a little bit of, around the truck, and then finish with the delivery, so that we can, see the cargo and stuff like that. The 6900, it's a beast. It's meant for some truly heavy hauling. So usually the engines that come with it are a DD15 or a DD16, and it can range anywhere between 350 and 600 horsepower. I believe for the drive today, we're actually going to be running a DD16 with the full 600 horsepower, so that we can see how much we can get out of this thing. But let's take a look at all the options here. First of all, you have a regular day cab, and this might shock people because what they know of a 6900 is the characteristic twin steer there. And you can actually get this version, and it looks more like a 4900 this way, but you can actually get a 6900 with a single steer. So not many people knew that, but we're probably going to stick with the twin steer for today. So you can get with a Mercury sleeper, you can get it with a DC Max sleeper, or no sleeper at all, and that's probably how we're going to do it, because we're just, probably going to be hanging around a mine or a quarry or something like that, doing some typical heavy haul stuff, but nothing that we're going to be at a rest stop or anything like that. So we don't need any sleeper. Chassis 8x4. I have an ISX 565. I've used it before with this N14 turbo. Sounds pretty nice. But today I'm actually probably going to try out the DD16. I will be running a 15-speed, and it's a high torque. So that initial drive there, 1694. Probably do a 355. I'm not trying to be a speed demon or anything like that. This is just about getting it done in whatever sort of environment that you find yourself in. I find 355 is a pretty good compromise between needing to pull something super heavy, super slow, and still being able to hit highway speeds without endangering the rest of the traffic. but I don't know what my environment's going to be like when I take my drive today. So we'll see that. I'm going to come back to the paints. Let's take a look at all the accessories. A lot of accessories on the outside. Now, there's a ton of accessories that are unique to this 6900, unique to Western Star, and I've kind of included them right now, mainly so I don't forget to tell you about them. But we got a decent amount of bumpers here, and these are all pretty heavy-duty bumpers. I don't know what that one is. That's kind of weird. It's like it's missing the whole frame. It's just the exposed screen. Not sure what to do about that. And oftentimes what I find actually is, if you notice, usually there'll be an X below here, so you can just get rid of that accessory. What is happening for the most part, not on all of them, but on a lot of the accessories, one of your choices, even though it's not really marked, will be to remove it. So just be mindful of that. That's probably the bumper that we're going to use. I like it. I don't think we need to get one that looks like the paint. We definitely don't need chrome. This is not a fancy one. And we have a rusty one, or it can almost be like a military one. Did we go through all the options? Yeah, there's a couple more here. That one's actually pretty cool. We're not looking for anything overly... Oh, that one's cool too. That's a pretty neat bumper. The grill, got a few different options here. Probably don't need chrome. These are all just different animals here. The only one that's much different is that one, where it's essentially missing. And then you've got that chrome one. That's probably the one that we're going to go with, even though I don't want a whole lot of chrome on here at all. So these cover shields, I don't know exactly what the purpose of it is. Maybe it's safety, but if we look at, we've got two different options here. And in the black, all right, so basically the difference between this one and this last one, because they're both black, is if I click on this one, I believe we also get it on the windows. So I'm going to do that right now. Boom. And if we kind of zoom in, you can see, maybe if I walk and look up, yeah, see, there's like a protection on the windows. So I don't know, is it, you know, meant to be like a military vehicle? Not really sure. So you do have those cover shields. You also have these shields on the side. They only have one option. You can take it out or you can include it. We'll leave it back in there. But some like super heavy duty security type stuff. Obviously you got your truck lights, you got your horns, exhaust options. Got a few different ones. Kind of like these. These are pretty simple. I don't think with a truck like this that you're really focusing on style too much. And, you know, you might even want to just keep it paint, to be honest. What else is unique about this? We do have the blinkers. So we can either have that one on the fender or have it without. I actually kind of like it. Or you can take it out completely. What I'm going to do here for just a second, so I'm going to go back and remove that front guard because I do want to show you these lights. And with the lights, I kind of like these. These are more modern ones. These other options, these other two up on top, kind of reminds me of something that you would see on a Dom's 379. Probably doesn't really fit this truck, so I'm going to go ahead and just stay with this. We don't need a bug shield. Exterior and interior, I don't know so that basically does this little thing. If I go click over here, it goes away. Maybe it's just more security. Maybe if you don't want an entire rack up there, like something extra to protect that window. Not exactly sure. With the tanks, you don't get a whole lot of options. You basically just get colors. So you can keep it all chrome or you can go with the paint. You have a few different options. You can get this box in black or you can get it in chrome. I'm going to leave it black. And on this side, instead of using a box, you have chains. So you can go the dual chain, you can go the single chain, you can do the black chains. I'm going to go ahead and keep it with the dual chains, just like that. Hope I'm not missing too many other things. I'm trying not to spend too much time. Fenders, plastic fenders, that's what you get. So you get a decent amount of editing on it, a decent amount of nodes on here, and really stuff that's just completely unique that I've never seen on any other trucks with these shields and whatever this shield up here and stuff. I guess we're just going to leave that on there for right now. Quick note, it looks like we're just about done, but there's nothing on the back. If you don't see it here, all you have to do is spin around and look at it from a different angle, and then these 3 nodes show up. And here's what you can do. Deck plate, you only get one option. You can leave it bare like this, or you can cover it. I'm going to leave it off because I'm going to put something else on it. This is the winch. So it's not there right now, but if I select it, boom, there it is. So we've got a winch on the back. And then we can also deal with the rear bumper. And we get a few different choices here. I like that there's a few choices that just have a few light nodes, as opposed to one that just says, all right, customize the back bumper, and here's 25 different light slots. And not that you're obligated to fill all those. And this is also a little bit weird too, because if we go down and we select another bumper, it's asking us to remove the headlights. Now, I've tried this already. I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, remove the headlights. Then you get the other options. Does it actually remove the headlights? It does not. For whatever reason, the headlights are conflicting. Maybe that's something they need to fix on an update. But we get a couple different bumpers, paint and chrome and black. And it's, we probably aren't going to go this way. We're probably going to keep it nice and simple. Maybe a Western Star like that. Throw a few light nodes. And what I have in here, I've got KI Shadow Walkers, and I also have Bart's lights that I can throw on there if I wanted to. So maybe we'll throw a few of those on there. That's basically the options that you have on the outside. I don't believe I missed too much. Obviously, we can fix up the wheels and stuff. I had them both selected to be these really beefy tires. It obviously went away when I chose the single axle. But that pretty much covers the outside. If we go to the inside, we only have one option. It looks pretty clean, easy to see the gauges and everything. That's going to be a problem. We're going to have to take this away because I really don't want to. We're not in any danger, so we can probably get rid of those. It's obstructing the view. Same with this one too. I'm probably going to get rid of both of those. Or maybe I'll leave that front one on just for looks because it is unique. In terms of the accessories that come on the inside, not a ton, but it looks the part already. It already looks pretty nice. I don't feel like I have to do a whole bunch. Obviously, if you have a wheel pack in here, that'll help. It only comes with one. I'm going to leave it that way because I think it's fine. Some of these other nodes are for outside stuff. It does come with a GPS, which is really cool. I believe that's a sun visor. We're just going to leave it like that. But here are your other options. You can drop it down so you can't see. I don't see the point in that, so I'm going to leave it just like that. But if you want to do that, you absolutely can. Can you change anything? Okay, yeah, so we can change the dash. So we got a few different options here. That one's really busy. We have military. That's pretty cool. Wood. Kind of a carbon fiber. Another wood with graffiti. That's different. And just plain wood. What's the difference between that last one? Okay, so this one's just a little bit darker, a little bit lighter. Let's leave it right here. And that's going to segue kind of into our final thing where we're going to take a look at the paints. This does come with a paint pack. Included in it, no additional charge, no additional download or anything, by Fast Pit Gaming. And there are 12 different skins that are included. In addition to all these normal colors, you're going to get 12 different military skins. So they kind of went with the part, with all this defensive shielding and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and quick scroll through this. So we've got the U.S. Army mercenary setup, and notice how these change as well. I wish I had a little bit more control of that independent, but it's kind of treating it like one big package. So here's, you know what? This might be a lot easier if I get rid of these guards. Okay, let's get rid of the guards, and let's look at these things again. Okay, so where are we? So U.S. Army, I'm going to kind of come in here so you can see it. We have another military, United States Army in different colors. Then we basically the same thing, only you get that military green on the exhaust and the tank. black on the tank and exhaust. And then you get your Navy SEALs. Of course, we can't forget them. Kerberos. Okay. And 2 more U.S. Army. And I believe one of these is a custom one. I believe you have the ability to customize one of these. Don't take my word for that, though. I think maybe these are the way they are. And at last, the Rangers. So 12 different military skins that you can put on this thing, and combined with the fact that you've got a military dash, you can really, kind of get a military theme going on here. So that is basically the nuts and bolts, all the options for the truck. We're going to keep it probably the twin steer because that's the typical 6900. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much how you put it together. All the different options. Now let's take it on a short drive and see what see what it looks like on the road. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. We do have a job, and as we're kind of creeping down to the job, which is kind of in the background there, I did want to point out, because we are in Missoula, Montana, right there on the left you see the Volvo dealership. That is an add-on, part of the ATS expansion by Recon Lobster and Driver 47. You do need, I believe, the Volvo DLC with it. But if you get it, you see all of those different cargoes that you can carry. We're actually going to be carrying a Cat today, and it is an asphalt paving machine. And we have it weighed in at 94,799 pounds. That looks pretty crazy. It's not like too wide, but it's definitely really long, and that's why you need this longer lowboy. And that's what she looks like. I set it up for military because I was actually planning to get some military cargo using the Jazzy Cat military cargo mod, which is absolutely free. And I just installed it right before this video. Maybe I need to restart it. Maybe I need to sleep before I get any jobs. I had like 3 jobs, and they were only carrying like small little trucks, which were also in camo. But while that would have been cool to kind of fit with it, it doesn't really make sense because we're trying to use this as a heavy haul, and it's not going to do any good for me to carry like 19,000 pounds. So having something weigh in at almost 95,000 pounds seems to fit the bill a little bit better. So let's go ahead and get this drive going on, get the lights on, and we'll start her up. There's that DD16. Sound like it's got some punch to it. And we did go with the 600 horsepower version, and we have a ton of power. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I left that front shield on there, but I took away I took off the ones on the side. Yeah, it was just getting in the way. We're actually going to get started in deep reduction. Deep reduction 3, it's a low gear. I have beacons. Yep. I got beacons on this thing, I think. Yep. Oop, looks pretty cool. So the twin steer, it does not make you turn any faster than you would otherwise be able to turn, but it does give you more tires that are kind of giving you traction. So if you're not on asphalt, then that's going to be kind of a critical thing. Double check, make sure I might take out a tree. That's about it. I have to drive on your grass, sorry.
Turn right.
Oh, this is a big one. I think we're going to have plenty of room there, because we still have to get around that rock there on the grass. Might have to go over the curb a little bit. Oh.
After 100 yards.
Yeah, she's pulling pretty good. I mean, it's slow, but there's 95,000 pounds on it, and I do have it set up so that it's not meant to be taken off out of the chute here. I just need to make sure that I can do it safely and smoothly and all that stuff. When we get up into the actual highway gears here.
After 100 yards, turn left.
Yeah, she looks pretty good though.
Turn left.
That is a big machine, man. Hard to see between the frame and the mirrors. I think I'm going to take off now, otherwise I'm going to get caught in some other traffic. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're just slow. It doesn't feel like the truck is struggling. You know how, like, if you... Let's say you're in an 18 speed and you try to start in, like, 5th gear or 6th gear. Then there's that feeling of, this is the wrong gear, right? It's not the right thing. Like, it's wrong. I'm in the wrong gear. This feels like the right gear. It's just producing so much freaking torque that, you know, to get it going and get it stable so you're not slipping, so you're not sliding all over the place. And, I mean, again, 95,000 pounds on it. And you know what I just noticed? I just noticed that I don't have my cameras on, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Should have the cameras back. I had them off for the first part so we could kind of look through all the different options on it. Alright, and typical transmissions, in case you're interested, that would come in these, typically manual transmissions. You do have some automatic or automated ones, but a lot in this size, because they're intended to be, you know, used for heavy haul in places like mines and quarries and stuff like that. You want like tons of precision, and usually you can get that the best with a manual transmission. And they fit these out with 13s, 15s, 18s. I just happen to be going with the 18 or the 15 today. I like the low gears, those deep reduction gears, and there's 5 of them in here. It's essentially those 5 deep reduction gears plus 10 highway gears. That's essentially what a 15 speed is, but it gives you those gears as if you were driving a 10 speed on the highway, but you can have control with 5 lower gears. I'm just more familiar with it, so that's what we're running. We are getting up to speed here, even with these curves and stuff. We're hovering around 60 miles an hour, not too bad. I think that was probably a good move to go with the 3.55 differential on this. Otherwise, I think, you know, because I was originally going, oh, should I go 4.1, 4.3, which is what I would usually do for heavy haul, but, you know, keep in mind I do have those low gears, those deep reduction gears at the 15 speed, and we do have a 600 horsepower engine as well. So I think 3.55 was a pretty good compromise. Yeah, not too long of a drive, but I think they're gonna, nope, they're not gonna pull us in. Not pulling in the Army. Yeah, I don't think that would go too well, unless it was a military checkpoint. Oh, the road curved. No way station today. But what do you guys think of the mod? What do you think about how the interior looks? All the different options on the outside. I really like the fact that it comes in a twin and a single axle version. It's kind of cool. the military skins by Fast Pit Gaming. It's a real nice touch. I would like to see some other people come out with skins. You know, other third-party developers. If you guys are planning on picking up this truck, you could do a lot with it. This is going to be like crazy out of hand here. Let's go first level Jake. So you guys can hear that DD16. That's probably all we need, really. It's not a huge grade. 55, we're only at 50, so I think we're good. A couple things to point out. The speedometer shows that I'm going 50, or just above 50, and the actual speed at the bottom also says about the same thing. So there's very little discrepancy between those two. That's something that I like to look at with mods. So congratulations to Bormann's performance on that. Also, I've never been in a Western Star 6900, but I can tell you, mirror visibility, looking excellent. And there's out of the left side. Would be cool if we had a spot for a CB up there. Looks like we just got radio. Not that I would be, well, I would think that you'd absolutely need one in a military vehicle. So, yeah, addition of a CB would be cool. This isn't one of those trucks where I need it dropped, I need it longer, I need an interior light, or I need glow from the bottom of the truck. I wouldn't even worry about that. That's not the purpose of this truck at all. And you do have a few options on the, as we saw on the dashboard. Buttons look pretty cool. Everything is pretty clear, it's easy to see. Well detailed. And this truck just, you know, with the different shields and stuff, with all of those heavy duty bumpers and grills that they have, really makes it stand out from any other truck. And that's what's so great is, you know, I've got like 5 or 6, you know, Peterbilt 389s. I've got 5 different versions of the Kenworth W900, and they all kind of have their own little touches to it, especially like when you go between the A and the B version of the W900, or if you go from the 359 to the 389 to the 379. But this is just a whole different kind of mix, and because I mean, yes, it's a simulator, because it's a game, this isn't real world, and we're not owner-operators and things like that. It's not like we only have 1 or maybe 2 trucks. We can specialize. It is just a game. So, might as well be able to specialize and be able to haul something pretty heavy. I think I still have my beacons on. Got beacons on the trailer as well. That's kind of scary. Can't see anything. Yeah, you can still see them flickering. I'm just going to go ahead and leave them on. Almost 100,000 pounds. Let people know that we are here. Not that they will miss us. I don't know if there's too many other things that I would really choose to go with necessarily. I really just have a whole lot of nice things to say. I'm really liking the truck. And we will get in later on. We'll get into more about the 2 different trailers, and as it comes out, hopefully in a month, a version of the 4900 that comes with this pack. Let's go up to mid.
Keep left. After 50 yards, turn left.
That slowed way down. It's good.
Turn left.
So between, yeah, the downshifting and the Jake, does a pretty good job. I think I had it, the last time I had it on the full setting. I'm going to turn it back 1 notch. There's full, there's mid. Alright, yeah, we'll leave it in the mid. And we'll get going. I'm actually going to throw it down in deep reduction 2 this time instead of 3, because we are on a slope and there's a lot of weight back there just hanging out, already headed downhill, so I'm going to need a little bit more help. But I don't think it's going to struggle, it's just going to go slow, because that's what it does. Yeah, it's not struggling at all. I barely even rolled back. Cleared it just fine. And here we are. We are cruising into Leap Hare in Coeur D'Alene. And it looks like, I'm hoping we're just going to have a straight in bit of parking here. Get the four-ways on, windows down.
Reached your destination.
You know, this one might be tricky because we got to go around this, and we need enough space to straighten it out. I may have to skip the parking on this one because I believe we're right up here on the right. Thing looks pretty good. I like it. See if we can cut in here. I don't know what else to do with that. I don't think they're going to accept that. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd be very surprised. But stranger things have happened in this game. You going to take it? I'm out of room. I am out of room. Not too bad. Not too bad. But they do need to... need to give me that notification so that I can end this. Yeah, there you go. Appreciate it. That's just not going to happen. I didn't have enough room in front of me. Anyway, there we go. 167 miles, about 5 hours, and 55.8 gallons consumed. That's it. I would assume that truck gets like 2 or 3 miles per gallon. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can see all of my videos. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.